tonight before I head in. In this particular video, I want to deal with values. How people, not necessarily people, but I can look at myself also, but in general, people, especially in America, but also all around the world, they waste their entire life chasing money, chasing something, instead of just realizing that life is valuable, life is priceless. The thing that you're chasing to fulfill your life is not worth your life. People usually end up losing their life, wasting their life, trying to obtain something that's unattainable. You know, money is essential, I guess, to provide for your needs. You know, but money can't make you happy. They say money can make you happy when you live in this big house, get this nice car. But what about the people
in
who
a
can't
quarter
get this
mile,
big
turn
house?
right onto East 57th Drive.
This nice car. Should they, you know, be satisfied without having the money? Should they waste it? Should they feel bad about themselves because they couldn't get $1 million? They couldn't accomplish their dreams, which is to get this money. Your dream shouldn't be to get this money. Your dream should be to fulfill your destiny. And what is your destiny? Only you know what your destiny is. You determine your destiny. And if your destiny is to get money, you'll be chasing forever, because there's trillions of dollars in this world. You can never attain every single dollar that exists. It's like you cannot breathe all of the oxygen on the earth. Your lungs are not big enough to hold that much oxygen. You cannot drink all of the water in the ocean, in the lake. It's only a certain portion allocated to you, and you should be satisfied with that. But the portion, the real portion that's allocated to you, is your purpose and your destiny and your gifts. You know, your intelligence, your mind, your skills, the quality that you provide to the planet. Maybe you want to be selfish. You know, you just want to attain things for your own self gratification. But it's only so much you can consume. There's only so much time in a day, and some of that time has to be spent going to sleep. You know, the others, you know, if you're chasing money, you got to spend a lot of time working, hustling to get the money. You know, you're gonna be grinding all day, flipping stocks or whatever you're doing, selling real estate, whatever you're doing to get this money. That's going to occupy most of your time. And you're not going to have too much time to really enjoy. There's not enough food that the body can consume. You know, you could spend more money on a meal, but it's only so many calories you can have in one day. You can't eat an entire store worth of food. Even though you got all of this money that you're trying to get, you're hustling to get this money. It's only so many TV shows, you can only use one cell phone at a time. You can only drive one car at a time. You know? It's only so much you can really do. You can't really, if a person has billions of dollars, they can't even spend that money. Even if they buy all of the houses, 10 houses, right? You can't live in 10 houses at one time. The only thing you could do is give those houses to other people, rent them to people. You know, your money will end up going to other people, even if you don't want it to. It's just you can't really do too much with it. You got your portion. You say your daily bread. You know, all I want today is my daily bread. But don't waste your life chasing money and trying to live up to expectations that probably don't even exist, that you think society has for you, other people. Really, people don't really think about other people. people think about themselves. They're not thinking about you. People have their own problems. And today, you know, eat a meal after working. Eat a meal. All you get is 1 meal, 2 meals, 3 meals. You can sit and eat all of the food in the world. You know, one person can't consume all the food. It's not possible. It's greed, chasing money. You just figure out what your purpose is and fulfill that. And sometimes, a lot of times, most of the time, money is not necessary to fulfill your purpose. If you chased your purpose that you set for yourself, even if it's something that you want to accomplish, such as like drawing, writing a book, you spend time writing that book, you'll be fulfilled with that book being completed. It's a feeling that you can't really purchase with money. Accomplishing your goal that you set for yourself. But don't set a goal of just making money. It's a waste of life. Don't even think about making money, really. And if to be honest with you, if people work together and pool their resources, they will save a lot of money, and your expenses will drastically decrease. And when your expenses decrease, you'll have more time to allocate to what you really want to do in life. Because all we have is like a few years to live. You know, this body, this flesh will will decompose. This flesh will decay and rot. We don't really own anything, and the flesh can't own nothing. We can occupy space, we can occupy buildings, but you can't own it. Because when you eventually die, because everybody has to die, and everybody, regardless if they want to believe it or not, will know what's on the other side. It's inevitable. You got some people that want to figure out how they can live forever, get the mechanical body, kind of transplant their thoughts into a robot. But eventually everybody has to leave. A rich man don't want to leave because they have everything they want, and they try to live. They want to extend their life so they can enjoy all of their money. But they can't enjoy all of their money because it's too much. You only have a set amount of time. You only have so much time. And if you got $1 billion, if you spend $1 million a day, I mean, it's gonna take you what? 1,000 days. 1,000 days. If you was to spend $1 million a day, 1,000 days is about 3 years. Let's say 3 years. Now, what you gonna purchase with $1 million a day? I'm pretty sure if you had that money sitting in the bank, it'll collect enough interest. Just $1 million sitting in the bank, collecting 1% interest. 1% of $1 million, I think, is $10,000. You would just collect off of just having it in the bank. But forget about chasing money. For one, you don't own it. It's going to be transferred to somebody else. You don't own anything. You don't own your house. You don't even own your body, because this body will decompose once you're gone. Once you leave this planet, you don't even know what this planet is. Even when you sleep, you don't even know nothing about this planet. You know, it's a waste of time trying to own something. I mean, you could say I'm gonna flip houses, own houses to make money, but when you get the money, then what? You're gonna purchase another house? You're gonna purchase fancy clothes and jewelry? What you gonna do with the money? Some people want to play video games, you know. They want to just enjoy entertainment, and there's nothing wrong with that. At least it's entertainment is abstract. It's not necessarily material. So they're more in tune with life than the people that's chasing materialism, because they just satisfied with just enjoying, listening to music and watching stories, reading books, you know, mental intrigue, being intrigued with entertainment and art. It's like art. You're an art connoisseur. That's more of a fulfilling life than just chasing money and just never really having satisfaction with yourself, because when you working nonstop, you can't enjoy nothing, anything. I should say, you can't enjoy life. Just chasing money. You know, well, me, I used to work all day to make more money, but I say it ain't even worth it because you're tired. You can't really enjoy anything. You can't really work on none of your own personal projects. So I just cut my work in half. I sacrificed half of the money I made to have more fulfillment and to feel better about life. Because at the end of the day, the money's going to be gone anyway. You're going to give it to somebody. You're going to spend it on something. It wasn't just going to sit around in the bank. You're going to figure out something to do with it. So you're going to purchase things on the internet, purchase a bunch of computers, purchase a bunch of clothes or whatever, because you just got it sitting around. So, but you're not really, you can't even enjoy the things you purchase because you're working so much. TVs sitting around. You got all these computers sitting around, laptops. But you don't have enough time to do anything with it because you're working all day chasing more and more money. You know, but don't waste your life chasing money. It's not worth it. And you can't own anything. You don't own your body. You're renting this body. This body is a donation, really, because you didn't do anything to make it. You just came into this world. Somebody else did that work. And then when you die, you don't really do that. Somebody else gonna do that to you, you know. A disease gonna do you in. Somebody gonna do you in. Coronavirus gonna do you in. You don't have nothing to do with that, you know. And it's hard to do you in. This body is hard to destroy, so just enjoy it while it lasts, while it's here. Figure out what the purpose of life is for your own self, because we determine the purpose of our life. And, you know, you could be selfish and focus on just your own personal self, or you could try to contribute to others, you know. But try to have fulfillment in this life and enjoy this life. Don't waste it chasing money and being miserable.